Jaraporn, MVP of the Thai League multiple times, will start this game. It's Thailand in black serving USA in white. Final game of the second phase. Chaka Ogbogu gets the first call and smacks it down.
I love that. Top scorer of the last match. Give her the ball immediately. Let her get in this game as well.
And I interviewed Chaka after that game, but at the time I didn't even know she was, I knew she was in the running, but the stats were all being finalized. I just thought she had an outstanding game. She seemed quite honored to be interviewed, but I thought it was she was very worthy of it.
Yeah, middle blockers, we're always humble, you know? We always expect the outside hitters and opposites to get all the glory. At Jaraporn here, getting a little bit of glory of her own, using that speed as well. You see the quick ball and then the quick ball behind, which kind of makes it so difficult for the block to time.
USA again through the middle, this time picked up by Thailand and then popped over by Drews. Another chance for Thailand to attack. An easy ball and a net touch maybe here?
I think so. I think that I see Ali Franti maybe got her fingers stuck or her elbow or something. Maybe she got jammed up by Ogbogu. It's hard, you know, to keep your balance as a middle and not run into your outside.
Holter back set, Drews, and she just crunches it. Eddie Drews.
Yeah, another player that the fans will know pretty well. She's one of those 2021, excuse me, gold medalists, and she swings so well. When she has a lot of space down the line, she's going to take it.
Here is Ali Franti serving. 2-2 tie early on in this game. The block there from the U.S. recycled by Thailand. Jaraporn picked up by the U.S. Here's Cook, and the coverage there again, and then it's down on the USA side, and Thailand battling.
That's a little taste of, I feel like Thailand loves to do. So a lot of good defenses there. They're giving their team another opportunity to run the play, and just too fast, finding the space between the net and the blocker. Good work, Thailand.
Holter again goes middle. Coverage by Cook. Here's Drews. She misses with no touch.
Interesting. I thought I saw the net shaking just a little bit. I'm not sure if that was a touch by a player or if it was just the breeze, but no challenge called.
No challenge coming. 2-point lead Thailand early on in the opening set. The pass from Wongarantes. Cook hits it this time off the touch.
Nice push out there from Holter. She's off the net. There's the USA contingency. Coming all the way over from the States to watch these matches.
Yeah.
Lots of family and friends.
One fan there with a really great beard, too. I'm admiring that. Kapachaya, and she hits it hard, and Ogbogu has it go off her and long out. Great up by Pianut. Kwanpan doing a good job to make something out of that, but the deep swing to the middle blocker in defense, great choice. And Robinson Cook.
Nicely sliced. So again, the USA out of system here, but Robinson Cook finding a way past the block. She didn't have to hit her extreme most energy, just find that space past the block.
Annie Drews, tournament leader in aces, creates an overpass. Holter calls her own number.
Oh yes. Holter is known for this. She's so tricky. You cannot see it until the very last minute. She's got both her hands up, right? Like she looks like she's gonna set the ball, pulls one down at the very last minute.
Really low set, nothing she could do with it. The attacker back row, Franti picked up, and out it goes.
Heavy arm of Franti. She loves to run that pipe. I remember in France, that was what our coach really liked to use her for, really get that pipe running, because she can hit from everywhere. But because her arm is so fast, she's gonna get a real rip on it every time.
The first pass, easy ball over for the U.S. Poulter backs at Washington, and she hammers it home.
Washington creating a lot of space there, and you can tell when she starts her approach, you don't know if she's going to go full slide all the way to the antenna or that short one right behind the block, so it's, or right behind the setter, excuse me, so it's tricking the block.
Nada, or at least Peanut, and nice recovery by Morgan Hens, who's now in at libero. And she tries to get a hand on it, but it's going to fall on the USA side.
I like the scramble from USA, and Morgan Hens getting some good touches, but this point right here, Washington knows it as well. That was her ball to put away, an overpass forced by her servers. She knows she can do better.
6-7 here in this opening set to 25. Poulter backs at Washington, catches the end line easily.
This is why I love watching teams with good setters play, because it's a game within a game. Poulter knows, okay, Washington made the last mistake. I need to get her back in the game. I'm going to feed her this ball high and fast and let her get this point, get her confidence back.
But don't you also kind of telegraph that if you do it too often?
Ooh, this is the question.
Right?
This is the question.
Back row, Robinson, and attack line violation against USA. Kelsey Robinson judged to be over the 3-meter line.
Ooh, not even close.
Oh.
That was definitely challengeable. They'll watch that back in the replay.
Franti off the block, picked up by Thailand. Kornpan tries to go in the middle, and all Hataya can do is just pop it over. And back comes USA through the slide play. Washington.
Yeah, USA working really hard to get this slide involved. And you can see how Charaporn is so inside, and the reason for that is that Haley Washington's been bouncing back and forth between that short inside and that wide one, so the blocker kind of caught in between there.
Kornpan with that set that finds Hataya, and she hammers it just enough.
Yeah, fast, flat, and deep. Thailand known for that fast offense. USA more of a hybrid. They run sometimes really fast, sometimes high and strong.
The Jaraporn serve really makes the US work. Franti hits that one out of system and misses the line.
Great service pressure from Thailand, forcing Franti high on her shoulders, so she's got to kind of just get behind it, get something to get it up in the air, and then she gets the high out of system set from Wongarantes.
Better pass for the US. And Ogbogu is covered. Another chance for the US. Poulter, back row. Robinson wasn't quite there. Both teams going with the pipe. Drew's just sending it over on a bump. Chachuan's gonna score the point for Thailand after a lengthy, I want to say, messy rally.
It was a little scrappy, yeah. There were a couple of points there, but you know what? Scrappy and dirty sometimes is how you have to get the points. So both teams know that. All high-level players know sometimes it's not going to be pretty volleyball. It's not going to be picture-perfect textbook every single time, but you know, you just do what you can to keep the ball off the floor.
Jaraporn, who's serving now at 25 points against the U.S. in the VNL earlier this year. Probably a big highlight for her. There's a highlight for the U.S.
Yeah, that one looked much more in system, much cleaner volleyball, let's say. Poulter, she's got her options. She's got Ogbogu right in front of her, and then she can feed it out wide.
Good serve by Poulter, who's among the leaders for the U.S. in aces. She finds Ogbogu in the middle. Nice pickup by Thailand. And Hens is there again. And Franti with the finish.
Battle of the liberos. Peanut with the first defense, keeping the ball up. And then the tip, which finds Hens diving to sprawl out. That's the kind of effort both these teams are known for. It's just so fun to watch them go head to head.
Yeah, Pianet even wanted to hit that after the one bouncer. Like, come on, let's keep playing. This is fun.
That's what you'll see as well. Have a look at the faces of the Thai players. They're always having fun.
Jordan Poulter's serve. Chachuan blocked. This time back set for Hataya. Picked up by the U.S. Here's Drews. Covered by Thailand. Oh, good dig, and nobody there. Poulter on the other side of the court probably asked for help, but the Thai fans maybe were screaming and you couldn't hear it.
Yeah, great up at Charaporn. Another opportunity for them. Defense working on the USA side, but both the players of USA, their instinct is to get off the net and be ready to attack, so just didn't have a chance to kind of click on and switch into setting mode.
Tie game, opening set, ones are wild, 11-11 first set. Good chance here for Thailand to take the lead. USA covers it. Here's Drews. Can't find the hole this time. Pimpachaya. Poulter gets to it for Franti. And it finally falls on the USA side after a long, hard-fought rally.
Man, it's so hard fought, but bodies on the floor all over the place. Even that very last one from Robinson Cook, she had to dive from a couple of feet behind. I have a feeling we're in for a long match.
Yeah, maybe. This is Hataya, 12-11 Thailand, and that is just out. Kelsey Robinson Cook pulls out at the last second and turns away from it.
And Thailand's been doing a good job of putting service pressure on the USA, so they're not going to slow down. They don't want to give anything up for free. And with that comes risk and error.
And a big point on the outside. Was that Pimpachaya? It sure was.
And here's a look at how Thailand loves to run their offense fast. The ball's not high, so Robinson's there. She's in time, but that ball's kind of catching her underneath her elbow.
The setter, Pornpun, puts the ball in play. Cook is blocked, and another big point. Thailand's lead is 2.
Thailand doing a good job of putting up a solid block. I think if I'm coach of USA, I might remind my players to hit a little higher, look for hands, look for deep shots rather than down into it.
No, let's listen.
When we come down, and we'll get a good set and a good swing out of it.
USA! Coach Karchkrai doesn't look too concerned as of yet. Thailand just having a good sort of a hot spell, but he's reminding them, hey, we can cover each other. I want you to go aggressive, go against that block. No need to get timid.
Pornpun serving. She plays professionally in Indonesia. Here's Ibagu. Another chance for Thailand. What a play by Chachuan.
And yeah, that's a tough block. It's a one-on-one anyway, so great set for Pornpun. But Chachuan kind of hanging in the air, doing a Michael Jordan style, catching the block on the way down.
She had a monster game to start this tournament. 33 points against Turkey as Pornpun misses the end line with her serve. Sarah White Parsons coming in to serve. Takes the spot of Ogbogu for now. This has been a regular switch for the U.S. in the tournament. USA covering the set from Franti, and thought I heard a whistle. Now a second whistle, the ball down on the Thailand side.
Yeah, I think USA was ready and waiting to challenge that. Well, here's another look at it. Pretty close. Well, it's hard to tell from that angle, but I think it did hit the floor on the other side of her arm.
Right. One-point game here in this opening set. Pornpun back set for Chachuan. Just the right angle.
Yeah, those swings from Thailand, you're going to notice, they're always pretty deep, right? They're flat and deep, so they're trying to beat the block with speed, and they're aiming for the end lines and the sidelines. They're not trying to swing straight down, but then you'll catch something like that off the arms of the defense.
16-14. Poulter back to the middle. Washington picked up by the setter, so out of system, Thailand. Oh. Now USA with a chance. Drews picked up. Back row attack from Chachuan is long out.
Man, the defense from Pornpun. She's almost just sitting there right in the spot and waiting for it. Washington having trouble to put the ball on the floor. The defensive effort from Thailand, just so scrappy.
Annie Drews. Poulter, back set Drews, and she goes hands and out.
Great finish from Drews. I think she's targeted the left hand of Acharapon, and rightfully so, because Tantao is in there in the block, and she has 3 blocks for Thailand, so you're not going to want to go in that direction. She's on fire.
Usually Annie Drews finds a way to get the ball to kind of go down. And this time it went down a little too early.
Physics.
Or it never started high enough, I suppose.
Sometimes physics just isn't on our side.
Double switch for the U.S. Coutinho in the front row, Carlini into set. They've been doing this as well throughout much of the tournament. 1-point lead, Thailand. Carlini, Cook. Here's Coutinho. Nice dig, another chance for the U.S. Carlini finds Coutinho and then popped over by Washington. Back row, and Wong Orantes couldn't get the ball to come up to her teammate, but she was almost there. Wow.
Yeah, I just don't even know which part of this rally to talk about, because every single one has its highlights. Great, huge swing, blocks, some tips over, scrappiness on both sides. But a lot of power there coming through the pipe.
You nailed it right there, so good job.
Did I?
Yeah, you got all the little chunks.
There's just so much happening. This is what's so exciting about volleyball, is there's no one thing at any given time. There are 12 people doing something important.
Kelsey Robinson-Cook, the only player on the U.S. team to win gold back in 2014 with the team. And there's a big swing from Ajaraporn.
Man, I just love the confidence Thailand's playing with right now. And look at that play, man. The double quick right over the shoulder of her middle blocker. So that just makes it so hard if you're the blocker of USA.
Carlini, Coutinho, she goes off the defender and out.
Coutinho's good at those. Look how athletic she is. I mean, she comes in, she gets a couple of moments to play, and she's already contributing. She's always kind of delivering the 1-2 punch for USA.
Here's Washington's serve. Picked up by Ajaraporn. She's going to get a swing, and she's going to hammer it on the angle.
Whew. That one had some spice on it. Ajaraporn smart as well, because she's gone underneath Ugbogu in the front row, directly to Washington in the back, and again, targeting the middle blocker after she serves. Classic tactic.
Carlini, Ugbogu, and that is a big point for the U.S., and now the double switch is reversed for USA.
like that USA is still trying to work the middle. They're going different directions, though, so we saw a lot of slide coming in the first half of this set. Now they're working in front of the setter, seeing if that's going to be more effective. That one certainly was from Obogu.
There's Jordan Poulter's serve. Poulter finds Franti. She goes hands, and we are tied.
So we're sitting right next to the USA team, and I don't know if you can hear that on the broadcast, but someone from the bench going, "Come on, Allie, high," just screaming at her to remind her to hit high off the fingertips rather than down into the block. Good advice from her teammates.
Game 20-20 here in this opening set. Thailand did take a set off USA in the VNL earlier this year. They were knocking off a couple of big opponents. Remember, they beat Serbia earlier this year. There's a great swing from Chachuan, who's really on her game.
Yeah, Thailand just kind of coming along here. I mean, everything seems to be going so smooth for them, and that's why they're a dangerous team, because when they get in this kind of offensive system, so tough to slow down. USA
way out of system here. Drews is going to bump it over. Free ball chance, Thailand. Not a great pass, though. Now Pornpun to Chachuan, picked up by Franti. Here's Drews. Now Franti from the other side, and there is a touch, and it's point USA. Thailand says, no, we didn't touch this.
Interesting, it looks like they've got a symbol,
Robinson Cook.
so hard to tell, though, because sometimes it's just a shadow on the ball, and it's really, really tough.
So now the officials communicating with each other.
No touch, are you sure? No touch. Okay, challenge referee say no touch. Challenge referee say no touch.
So this is something for the USA to try to overcome here. Now down by 2 points late in this opening set. Here is Hataya to serve. Poulter, Drews. There's no mistake about that play.
That had some authority on it, and sometimes you can see in the eyes of the player or the physicality. I mean, Drews took such a swing on that. That was a statement swing, let's call it.
It was an angry swing, maybe. Franti serves, oh, it's tight over the net. And is there a touch here? Yes, there is. Point Thailand. No argument from the U.S.
I like that serve from Franti. She's going for it, right? She's, like you said, so close over the net. It could very easily have flipped the tape. But that's the kind of aggression and the risk that Coach Karchkar wants his players to use in the serve.
Setter, Pornpine into the net. She's smiling on the outside, probably churning on the inside. A little bit. Pride of Coppell, Texas. Shaka Ogbogu, Tokyo Olympic gold medalist for the U.S., brings the ball into play. The attack from the opposite, and it's blocked, and we're tied.
Elsie Robinson-Cook. Picture-perfect blocking form. There were her parents there cheering her on.
It's worthy of another look.
Well, if you're Thailand now, you just want one good ball in. You just want to be able to run the offense that's been working really well for them so far. That fast, quick, high ball. Not high, flat.
Thailand looking for the side out. Game tied late in the opening set. Porn Khan goes behind her for Jeraporn. They can't finish. And now Pimpachaya can. And it's set point Thailand.
Yeah, there it is. Exactly what we're talking about. That fast ball. It's really tough for Washington to close to her outside blocker. She's paying attention to all of the things that are happening on the court. But when the ball leaves Porn Khan's hands so fast, it's a battle against physics.
Now USA looking for the side out. Poulter, back set Drews. That goes off the hands. Recycled by Thailand. From off the net, they score the point! Pimpachaya has won the set for Thailand, 25-23.
And what a set for Thailand. Have a look at that again, but the defensive effort, the high ball comes, so block is pretty well set up, but she does such a good job to find that tiny sliver of space between the arms of the two blockers. Ooh, great start for Thailand. One set in the bag. Again, we talked about it a little bit earlier on. USA is already through to the next round. Thailand cannot make it through to the next round. But both teams, neither one's going to want to give anything up here, whether it be finishing on a high for Thailand or USA continuing their streak with confidence and going forward with aggression in the next round.
Balanced scoring by the U.S., no mistake about it. Robinson and Franti, the outside hitters, then Drews. Thailand getting a 6-point effort from Chachuan there. Look at those blocks from Fadao. Nicely done.
Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of just brushed over it there, but the stats, 3 blocks so far from Thailand, only 1 from the USA, and that really tells a story that USA has been working a higher ball. They haven't been in system as often. The service pressure's been on. Poulter and also Carlini, when she came in, trying to use the middle as often as possible, but just not in a situation to really get that running as much as they would have liked. And look at the speed of that. You can see it in slow motion. One attacker is up and pretty much the second one right over her shoulder, and that's the block, or sorry, that's the offense that Thailand has been bringing over and over again for the USA. So here's a look at the attack direction. Most of the ball's coming from the right side for USA, so that's probably Annie Drews, but also a combination of the slides that they were running with the middle behind. 50% of the ball's going there. Those green ones are cross-court, red down the line. Pretty different for Thailand. It's really spread out between the left and the right. Nothing coming through the middle. I mean, 14% is just a couple of balls, really. So USA might take that into consideration and think, okay, we don't have to pay so much attention to the middle. We can really release to the wings and just try and do it faster, because that's where they're beating them with speed.
And it wouldn't be a surprise for the U.S. They knew what they were going to be seeing, because this is Thailand's game. They're a speed team.
Yeah, exactly right. And again, we saw they're not using that much middle, but what they are using is a double quick. So they're using the middle as a decoy. And those outside balls are not high balls. They're not slow. The block just doesn't have time to set up. It's really like right over the shoulder of the middle blocker. You have to be ready for both attacks.
Here we go, set number 2, USA in white, serving Thailand in black. Here's the back row from Pimpa Chaya, and sneaky.
Man, even Pimpa Chaya didn't look like she was expecting that to fall. She was a little bit under the ball. I think the conversation there between herself and Pornpan wants that a little bit faster. She's up and ready. Still a bit of luck to find the floor.
Hataya. Franti bump set across for Drews, and block in for Thailand, and Thatau involved again, I think.
And Thatau has been unstoppable at the block. She's waiting there, so it's a high ball and it's really inside, so it's disadvantage to Drews, but she's trying to work it anyway on that cross, but Hataya just so strong in the shoulders.
Her 4th block point of the game. Nobody's blocking that one from Ogbogu.
Yeah, so USA now, you can see they're pushing that ball really in front. It's not a quick right on Poulter's head. It's pushed. It's that 7 ball that finds the space between the blockers.
A delayed set there, picked up by the U.S. Off hands, so the U.S. had to try to track it down, and they couldn't do it.
Trying to read Karch's lips there to see what he might be thinking.
I was trying to listen as well. I thought I heard a little bit. And the U.S. team gets the point there. Hard fought. Everyone is hard fought.
Yeah, good work from Poulter there. I'm going to give her credit, because you saw the blockers jumping with Ogbogu. They're expecting that middle ball to be coming. So nice tip from Cook right over the block.
Thatau, or at least Pornpan got help on that one. USA just pops it over. And a big block from Cook.
Oh yeah, that's gotta feel good. Cook and Robinson, Cook and Washington together. They've been used a couple of times, so they're a bit hit and miss in that block, but that one perfectly pressed over, penetrating the net with her arms.
Pornpan bump set across for Pimpa Chaya, who tools the blocker and out. Teams using 2 liberos again in this match. Through the middle, Washington picked up by Pornpan. And a Porn, it goes off the arms of Franti. Might have been a touch as well.
Thailand really working Franti in the reception. That ball was good. They were able to run something, but then Thailand just continuing to come like a tsunami of offensive action.
Chachuan serve goes to Franti, and that kind of handcuffed her a little bit.
Oh yeah, it is very clear the tactic right now of the servers from Thailand. They are really targeting Franti. No matter where she is on the court, they're putting that pressure on her, forcing her to make a decision on that ball. Is it mine? Try and leave it for Justine.
And that is just out on the serve from Chachuan. Nice little roll. Annie Drews now to serve for the U.S. That little patented sidestep.
She should patent that.
Yeah, she should. And that is out. Although Thailand says in, they are challenging.
I actually thought that was in too from where I'm sitting, but I hate to make that call because every time I say what I think, I usually get it wrong.
Well, I'm even further away than you by a meter. And Karsh Karai is literally a meter from the line, and he thought it was out, so.
Did he think it was out, or did he gesture to the referees that it was out? Because those are two very different things.
Well, and the Thai players, what were they thinking? Were they helping the referee? It's in. It's certainly in.
Hey, coaches can be actors and actresses too. That's all part of the game within the game, is trying to convince the other people, the other humans around you, to think the way you think.
The star blocker in this game is Thatao Nukjung, and she is about to serve the ball. 31-year-old who's also a great digger. Best digger in the Olympic qualifying tournament a couple years ago.
Wow.
And a huge swing from Ajaraporn.
Thailand bringing so much in their game. Pornpun's already halfway through the court there, so you can see Washington was waiting. She didn't want to commit on the middle, didn't want to push too early to the outside, but still, Thailand just beating them with speed. Saying back to our energy, back to our execution. But I just wonder how tough it must be for USA right now to find that energy, to dig deep, knowing they're already through the next stage. This has been quite a long competition and already a few matches under their belt in a row. It's exhausting mentally and physically.
And Washington is picked up. That was Thatao. Yeah, that's a great dig, all right. Back row, Franti. Nobody's picking that one up. If I'm not mistaken, not only is the U.S. already locked in, but we already know they're going to play Turkey, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I don't like to play that stats game. I have no idea.
Quite sure that's the case.
I'll take your word for it.
Yes. So the ball comes back to Drews. Nice pickup. Pianette involved there. Ajaraporn. Hens is there for the U.S. Bump set, Poulter, Franti off hands. Here's Ajaraporn again, tools it off the blocker's arms.
Man, I can't help but get the kind of energy from Thailand as if this is the last match they would ever play. And I get that often from them. They go out there with so much energy as if they're never going to touch a volleyball again, or as if it's such an honor for them to be part of this squad and to be competing against USA.
I'm going to try to commentate that way the rest of the game.
Good way to live.
I think it is. Pornpun back set, and Hataya sneaks the ball to the floor off of Washington.
Oh man, a little bit of luck. You gotta say that wasn't perfectly executed between setter and hitter. But everything is kind of falling on USA's side, not for lack of effort, but Thailand just finding those spots. You can't take everything in defense. This is something coaches know and players that have been playing a long time, but Thailand just exploiting the right moments, the right places.
Clearly that last ball went off Franti. Now she's going to get a swing off of it. And yes, gets the point.
The USA chanting begins.
I believe the soldiers are here.
The Air Force.
Air Force, yes.
They've actually come out, if I'm not mistaken, to every single game so far. They're based here in Buch. Met a couple of them the other day. I know USA really enjoyed that tour that they got of the facilities.
The 90th Expeditionary Fighter Squadron. Yeah, I don't know who's more thrilled, them to watch volleyball or the volleyball players to watch them in their planes, but thrills all the way around, and that's just out.
Yeah, it's really important, and this can't be overstated. You'll see it when Poland plays, them having a full crowd, but just having even a handful of fans that are really enthusiastic can really help your game.
This is one of the bigger crowds, actually, in this particular venue. Franti goes cross-court, picked up by Chachuan. Another pickup. Pornpun gets a swing, and she gets the point, the setter. She's stoked.
Everything is coming up roses for Thailand right now, and I like the enthusiasm. I can't hate on it, no matter who. If you're a fan of USA or a fan of Thailand, you just love good volleyball, and these players are getting so involved.
USA timeout. USA is also brought in Kara Bajama.
Blocking and defense here. Tough service. So Haley missed one. That's a good miss. We keep driving it. And that's a nice pass.
USA! Hey guys, all we can do right now is take ourselves in the ball. Everyone just keep taking big swings. I think we're so caught in on like trying something. Let's go. Punch it. Embrace it. Okay, come on. Here we go.
Love that from Team USA. All the players, all the team adding something in the timeouts. But from Karch there, talking about Haley Washington's serve, and he said that's a good miss, right? Going deep, going flat, and going hard.
And we're back underway, and that is an ace. USA thought they had a good look at it. No challenge coming.
Oh, just clipping the end line there.
Another serve from Ajaraporn, multiple-time MVP of the Thai League. Through the middle, and a big point for the U.S.
Yeah, I feel as though Ogbogu, one of those players in the middle that's used to having, she's really used to having a lot of success there.
USA in system here, and Franti drills it on the line, but misses. 14-7, hard to believe. Hataya. Ajima steps into set, and there you go. Franti hits that one off the hands and out.
Yeah, better direction from Franti. I like Bajima stepping into set there, but you can see Franti trying to go down the line, targeting the smaller setter in front. That's got to be a tactic for USA going forward whenever Pornpun is blocking.
Oh, Morgan Hens almost came out with that one. Great effort. But it's point Thailand.
Yeah, beautiful effort from Hens, but Thailand again, just doing everything they can, finding so many weaknesses.
So now Pornpun in the back row, a little different strategy maybe for the U.S. She sets for Chachuan, who's blocked but out.
You're a Thai fan right now. Everything looking so good, but the speed of that offense. So Drews and Ogbogu stepped in a little bit, and then Drews is caught off guard, flying a little bit outside. Chachuan taking advantage of it.
And a good call by the Americans this time on Pornpun's serve.
Sorry. Yeah, I think if you're USA, it's not that all is lost now. They know that they can come back from this, and they've come back from worse. But it's how do you dig deep and find the enthusiasm to do it in a match that doesn't determine whether you go for it or not. Excuse me.
I knew what you meant.
Thank you.
Here's Pimpachaya. Nice pick up from Ogbogu. Another block. Drews and Washington involved. Now Poulter with the dig. So the set from Franti. Nice rescue by Drews. Here's Pimpachaya. Kept alive by the U.S. Bajima. And that's going to score the point. Kara Bajima's first point of the game.
I think USA has come to the conclusion that they're going to have to scrap and fight and be strong for every single point. Nothing's going to come easily. They're kind of getting used to the fact they have to recycle. Go again, go again, go again. Just not give up.
Comes the serve from Ogbogu. And just a little too fine of a line.
Yeah, we talked about good misses earlier on, that one that goes deep and long. The one that goes in the net, such a good miss because it doesn't even give the other side a chance to play it. It doesn't give your team a chance for it to go in or drop in.
Through the middle, Washington blocked, and it's going to fall on the USA side.
Wow. I've been so impressed with the defense on the Thai side. This is a great swing by Washington. She's open, she goes down the line between the two blockers, but the defender's just sitting there, gets a hand under it, and somehow ends up back on the USA side. Incredible.
Chachuan, who plays professionally in Turkey, trying for the ace, and she gets the ace. And USA is immediately challenging this play.
Interesting, because I'm not sure, even if it wasn't in, I thought Franti had touched it. Unless she's too matrix for me, and I didn't even see it. She got out of the way in time.
Speaking of, there's your, isn't that matrix music right there?
James
Tom Cruise music.
Yes, thank you. We clearly know our cultural references.
Yes. Oh, that's out. That is clearly out by a long way. I don't know. Yeah, maybe there was a touch, but no. Yeah.
Oh, tough to see. Only Franti knows. Maybe we'll ask her in confidence
She'll
after
tell
the
you
match.
later. Here's Annie Drew's serve. Her team down by 8. Again.
Man, and this is a tough position because USA is a team that wants to, we talk about it a lot, right? You have to put pressure on your other team, but 3 errors in the serve in a row, it's probably too much if you're USA.
Thatao. Franti goes to get that. Poulter goes to get that. And Bajima delivers. Wow. Huge payload.
Woo! Bajima. Let him know. From not even that tight, she's a little bit, she's coming from way off the net. Gets in there, pushes that underneath the block and past.
Overpass. And Washington. And again, it was Bajima's serve.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to give credit to Bajima, but Washington, you remember in the first set, she fumbled one of those just a little bit. It ended up back on her own side. She wasn't going to let that happen twice. Robinson still out getting some treatment.
Pornpun over across for Ajaraporn, and she delivers.
So USA kind of creeping their way back in. That's one of the first errors we've seen from Ajaraporn. She's been so effective so far.
But back they come after the Mistake earlier, that's nothing wrong with that swing.
And I like the discipline here from Washington as well. She knows Pornpun's going to get underneath that, so she's not jumping with the setter. She waits, she sees it's going to the middle. Well played, but still, Thailand somehow getting around the big forehand block.
6-point lead, Thailand. USA trying to cut into it. That'll help. Washington's tip.
And again, not to harp on too much about the middles, but Washington could have crushed that, but instead she uses her vision, uses her experience. She knows that Peanut is a little bit back on her heels, and she finds that tiny corner past the block.
Oh, what a quick play. Hataya hammers it down.
Two totally different styles of middle blockers on these two teams. Hataya not that tall, and that ball's a little bit low as well. She's hitting that with her bent elbow, but still, she's hitting it earlier than the blockers can form.
21-15 here in set number 2. Thailand won the first. Scramble by the US. They do get it over. Chachuan covered by Franti. Here's Bajima from the back row, but it's into the net. Substitution coming for the US. Carlini comes in to replace Poulter. So Carlini setting from the front row here. This is not the same switch they've been doing.
Yeah, that's a straight setter for setter substitution.
Ajaraporn. Slide play. What a save. Pornpun. This time she misses the hands, and it's point USA.
She had her confidence up from that last time, where she was able to score it.
She is 1.70 meters tall. And the US blockers, suffice it to say, are a lot taller. Kept alive by the US. Here's Franti with a tip. And USA clawing back.
Clever move from Franti. We're so used to seeing her just swing away at everything. She loves to do it. And she sees there that the blockers also a little bit out of system, so Pornpun was in the middle, didn't even jump, and then the jumping blocker pulled her hands away.
Carlini with the dig, so Hens with the set for Drews, and she goes off hands, and point USA.
Beautiful deep swing, so Hens has to set that nice and high. Like Annie Drews, looking for the hands, looking for that really deep shot down the line.
She had it either way. It was in as well. Good pass from Pianat. And it's going to drop. Maybe it wasn't such a good pass. Timeout call, Thailand here. The plot thickens.
Four unanswered points for USA. If you're Thailand right now, I don't think they're feeling pressure, but they'll be wanting to put it back on USA.
They go back row, and Karsh Barai wanted to help that one out, but it didn't work that way.
It certainly does not. He's dug a few balls in his day, though, for sure.
You reckon?
Yeah. Still got it.
Hataya serving. Thailand 2 points from victory. Does USA have an answer? They do on that play from Annie Drews.
Interesting that sometimes when you're a little bit back, your back's against the wall, you find yourself getting tight and swinging down into the block and trying hard. And when everything's going smoothly, that's when you get the really great shots. So USA just has to remember to play their game.
Good serve from Franti. Free ball. Peanut sends it sky high. Carlini sets Drews. And is it out? It sure is. And it's set point Thailand.
Man, they are just unstoppable, this Thai team. Bringing everything back.
So Pornpun comes out to bring in a taller setter. Or to bring in a taller person in the front row and bring in a different setter. USA trying to keep this game going. Bajima does a good job on that play.
Bajima's contribution so far.
Sarah Parsons coming back in to serve for the U.S. She must have such thick, I don't know, blood or something to keep her serves in every time. But it is a set win for Thailand, and they are up 2-0 here.
Great finish there, that push really fast outside, and again beating Washington with speed off the hands, that flat, deep swing that we've been seeing from Thailand.
I was trying to say that Sarah Parsons has ice in her veins to come in, and I just couldn't get the words.
I understood you. Yeah, ice cold. Well, I'm going to head down courtside, see if I can chat to some of these coaches.
All right, thanks, Keith. Keith Michael will indeed do that. As we look at the stats, attacking better for Thailand, serving better. Franti leads the U.S. with 8 points. But it has been a tough struggle for the U.S. so far in this match. Let's see if they can find their game in the third set. Chachuan leads all scorers in the match with 10 points. Pimpachaya, the opposite for Thailand, with 9. Look at the 4 blocks for That Tao, contributing to her 6 points in this match. And so Key Michael is going to chat with Thailand coach Denai. Whenever you're ready, Key.
Coach, great start for your team. Can you specifically tell us what's been working so well against Team USA?
เขาถามว่าทำไมเราถึงเล่นได้ดีแล้วก็สู้กับ USA ได้ดีครับ
ผมว่าเด็กๆของเรานะครับมีความพยายามที่จะเล่นร่วมกันอย่างมีความสุขนะครับแล้วก็ต่อสู้กับทีมใหญ่ๆอย่างอเมริกาครับผม
We try to do our best to play with the fun to play volleyball.
Your team looks like they're having a lot of fun. Specifically, the serve has been really aggressive. Are you targeting any specific players?
พูดแบบ specific มากขึ้นได้ไหมครับ
specific มากขึ้นก็เราพยายามเรื่องของการทำลายการเสิร์ฟของเรานะครับพยายามให้อเมริกาเล่นโครงสร้างกับเราแล้วเราจะได้เล่นง่ายขึ้นนะครับผม
He try to make the best serve and destroy the attack of USA.
Thank you so much, Coach.
So now Karsh Karai, the head coach of USA, making his way to chat with Key as well. Key, whenever both of you are ready, we are.
Coach, tough start so far. You've been in this position before, but how do you keep your team mentally focused, even knowing that you've already advanced to the next round?
Well, we're getting a little overwhelmed by the speed of the Thailand offense, and we've just got to simplify things a little. and run our side offense a little better. We've been swinging a little too low and bringing their block too much in play.
Is there a strategy you have going forward for the next few sets that you can share with us?
Try and win the next point. Put everything we can into that.
Love that. Simple. Thank you.
That's how the coaches often break it down, isn't it? The next point. You look too far ahead and you get yourself in trouble. But obviously, you don't win 4 Olympic gold medals focusing too far ahead. Karchkarai, 5 total medals. 3 golds as a player, 1 as a coach. Tokyo bronze as a coach. Rio bronze as a coach as well.
I'm back. Hello, everyone.
Yes, we heard those conversations. 1 point at a time we heard from Karchkarai.
I'm getting bolder as I get down there. Every interview that I do in between sets, because I'm, in the beginning I want to keep it really vague, but I'm curious. I really want to know what is going on in Karch's mind, what he thinks that he can do differently with his team, because he's got his starters out there. He's tried a lot of different options, but like he said, they have such a fast offense that Thai is running right now. So I was curious if it might give us some strategy, but 1 point at a time, that's good enough.
Looking at the outside of the sport arena in Łódź, there's the inside. USA and Thailand, the 3rd set about to begin. Carlini is in at setter. Bajima stays in as well. And so some tweaks to the starting lineup for USA as they're going along in this match. Here we go, set number 3. Thailand in black serving USA in white. Overhand pass, and it somehow works.
Woo.
And Franti gets a touch, and USA gets a point.
How's that effort from Carlini as well? She was sprawled out to make that set, especially on point number 1 when you see the team with that kind of grit to make the point.
Simple side out, as Karchkarai was saying.
Anything but, though.
Maybe not so simple, but a side out nonetheless. And then Chachuan gives one to Thailand on their opportunity.
Again, the speed, even from off the net, Ponpan does such a great job of dishing that out with speed, with height. It's a flat set, and then our attackers are able to really go aggressive at it and beat the block.
Interesting, Thailand was not able to execute their offense. Free ball sent over as well against Germany or Canada, but they've certainly got it going today. Free ball sent over by the US. Pornpun back set, and Wongarantes trying to track it down and can't get there.
Interesting, and that free ball as well, we saw 3 different people on the Thai side wanting to get it. 3 people almost a collision, but still having smiles on their faces afterwards. Aggressive swing deep on Franti, targeting her again in the defense and in the reception, making her job really difficult today.
So many bodies on the floor that the floor dryers working overtime here. Great job. 2-1, 3rd set. Thailand leading the game, 2-0. Bajima swings, and this one's gonna fall.
Carlini using her middle decoy, gets a kind of a half block out there with just Pornpan.
Agbagu now serving for USA. Tie game. Wow. Carlini with the dig. So the set from Agbagu, and it is out from Bajima. There's no touch.
Great defense from Carlini.
Bajima had one huge game in the VNL earlier this summer. I think a 26-point game against Turkey. Here's Washington with the point for the U.S.
I think the role of USA now, all the players, is to just forget that last set, get back into what they know they can do. There's Carlini taking a step forward, using Washington. It's not her hardest attack, but again, just putting it on the floor.
Try to gain your confidence while you're kind of rattling the other team's confidence.
Yeah.
Chachuan, Hens thought she got the dig, but it is down on the USA side.
Man, those ones are always so tough. If you're one of the blockers up at the net, you can see it. So you see Haley Washington as well as Bajma kind of seeing it mid-air, thinking, do we throw an arm out? Do we jab at it? Do we try and help out our libero? Because it's really short.
Carlini gets down to set it. Bajma hits it, kept alive.
Whoa.
Franti gets it up. Bajma pushes it over. And they go through the middle. And it is called against Thailand, a net violation.
Oh, at Charaporn. She didn't even hit the ball, but ends up in the net. I wonder if it was after the ball was already down. No.
Haley Washington seemed to recognize that immediately. And then an ace from Bajma.
Perfectly timed ace. USA needs more points like this to build their confidence because they've been going aggressive from the service line, but just a few too many errors for their liking.
And then Pimpachaya gets the point. Just a little too quick again.
Yeah, again, Piano doing a great job of putting the ball right on the setter's head so she can run exactly what she wants.
I'm trying to remember what Vital Heinonen said to us about Pornpun's setting.
Oh, that she's a machine, I think is what he said, that she is so efficient and she can hit a spot so precisely in her, especially her back set. It just repeats over as if it's coming out of a ball machine.
Yeah. Despite their best efforts, USA could not get that ball to stay up. Fatau now serving. She's had a really great blocking game for Thailand. But she is a little strong on that one. Haley Washington goes back for USA. 26-year-old, plays in Italy, and she misses the serve. So everybody taking risks, and probably too many missed opportunities, too many missed serves, I guess. It's always hard to know what is the right number.
Yeah, you kind of want a 1 ace to 1 error ratio, but I haven't seen that very often at this tournament.
Carlini bump set across Franti, and the dig is there from Chachuan. Ajaraporn is blocked. And that's going to be 4 hits on the Thai side. It is a big point for the U.S., and they've tied the game.
Yeah, a really uncharacteristic error there through the middle. Normally so, the connection between the middle and the setter on the Thai side, so precise.
And Pornpun loses the joust at the net, as one might expect.
Interestingly enough, it's often setters who get the better of the joust, but I think she wasn't really able to get both her hands on that. Because if setters go up, they push last, so they'll wait for the bigger blocker to push, and then they'll push back against them. So whoever pushes last, in effect, usually wins.
USA's setter, Carlini, serves the ball in. Attack from off the net. Agbogu does the setting, and then Franti rattles it off the hands, kept alive by Thailand. Now in system, here's Drews, and it is in. Annie Drews has it, watches it drop. So does Bajma.
And so do all the players on the Thai side as well. They'll feel so good about that. A nice big swing at Charaporn, diving outside of her body weight, body range, I should say.
Now Charaporn serving. Carlini through the middle, and no mistake from Agbogu there.
Oh yeah, that is her bread and butter. That nice high set comes in over the blocker and slices it down.
team. Back row, Pimpachaya picked up Carlini, so Hens sets for Bajima, and she crushes it.
Oh yeah, great defense there from Carlini to keep it alive. Hens setting a nice high ball. It's a bit inside, so Bajima could have turned down the line, but instead goes full force cross court. She has less space when she's pulled inside there, but finds it nevertheless.
Chachuan tries to finesse it. Hens into set for Drews. Kept alive at Jeriporn. Free ball chance USA. Hens, Carlini, middle. Ogbagu, boom.
Very nicely done. Hens stepping in to take the free ball, making it really clear, as Team USA always does, that that is her ball. Good conversion.
เลยบนมานะเลยบนมาครับเข้านี่ให้บีมมานี่นะติ๋มบนในก็เฮ้ยบอลจังหวะอย่างนี้นะต้องดูเยอะเฮ้ยมีอีกทางนึงบีมไม่ให้ติ๋มห้ามติ๋มไม่ให้รับติ๋มมานี่เลยนะเต้ยมาไหนข้างติ๋มมาไหนยาวถามเม็ดหนึ่ง
Few unanswered points in a row for Team USA. I don't think the stress is creeping into Thailand yet, but they're definitely not going to want to let USA get into their rhythm or get their confidence back, because USA, as everybody knows, is a team that can come back stronger as time goes on throughout the match.
Franti serving. USA trying to build on this 3-point lead. If you've just joined us, Thailand won the first set 25-23, the second 25-21. USA in system here. Back row. Franti, the block is there from Hataya.
Hataya taking a page out of that Tao's book. But this is something that USA, I think, has been struggling with a little bit, as Coach Kachkarai said in the interviews in the middle of the match. They can't be swinging straight down into the block. They've got to look for hands, got to go around it high and deep.
Bajima picked up by Chachuan. Nice dig. So Ogbagu sets for Drews, and she hammers it with the lefty.
Ooh, I think USA got a little bit lucky there. I'm watching that ball as it came out of Ogbagu's hands. A little bit spinny, but Drews.
USA trying to force a fourth set here. Trying to nurse this 3-point lead home. Ways to go. Into the middle, off the hands of Washington. And it's going to be a point Thailand.
Man, I hope we get a replay on that. Watch the ball as it comes into Portan's hands. She goes up into the air, comes down with it, and then releases it. So it's a really it's so hard to read if you're a blocker. She's up, she's down, and then releases.
Yes, that is, I see it now that you pointed out. Nice dig from Nataporn, and a net touch here on the US side.
Man, the defensive efforts, I cannot say enough about the defense on the side of Thailand. Unlucky for USA to get the touch there, but Thailand forcing them every single time to earn the point.
Pon serve. Drews, and there was a no-doubter there.
Yeah, so the different styles of the set. Now you can watch Carlini's set, and she gets it high and flicks it quickly from her hand. So a totally different set, and that ball gets really fast out to Drews, so she's able to beat the block down the line. So many intricacies you can watch for.
Oh, no, it's beautiful. And the block is there. Washington reads it perfectly.
And that's that's why it feels so good right now for Washington, because she's been beaten time and time and time again, and then you get that big block, and it's a huge relief that all of your work starts to pay off, that you make the right decision.
So now Chachuan. Carlini, Washington on the slide play, picked up by Pornpun. So out of system, but the block there from Bajima, the U.S.
I mean, come on, Washington, all the way up to the right side of the court to attack. It's picked up. Watch her. She has to go then all the way in system, in rhythm with Bajima. Close that block. The ball goes into Bajima, but that's a well-formed block.
Bajima gets on another little run.
Ace serve for Bajima after a huge block. I told you she's a player that I love to watch coming because she brings something different to the team.
So with USA's lead at 4, timeout called Thailand.
ให้บอลตอนนี้เนี่ยบอลแล้วนะถ้าบอลไม่เหยียบหัวสิเราเน้นกระบวนการนะเอาใหม่นะเฮ้ยเราปรับแต้ม4 แต้มเนี่ยเราจะขันนะอย่างขันต้องค่อยไล่ค่อยเล่นบอลที่2ปุ๊บถ้าเรามิกไปอย่างเงี้ยมิกจะเข้าพวดเลยมิกพวดถึงเดียว
Okay, Polish fans in the house too, why not? If you're here to watch some high-level volleyball, it doesn't really matter what color jersey is out there on the court. You're gonna get it if you're watching USA Thailand.
And the serve from Bajima is just out. USA's thinking about it, but they are not going to call the challenge.
Very, very close indeed. Oh, the right call.
And so is that one.
And those are exactly what the coach talked about, good misses, right? So the team on the other side, the libero, has to decide, is this ball out, is it in the split second, decide if it's in or out by a hair.
Ellie Washington serve tickles the top of the net. Back row attack pays off for Thailand. That was Chachuan. Oh, good job by Carlini, and then Franti just bumps it over and couldn't get back up to block.
Oh, that stings. So Pornpun is front row, but she's run that quick ball behind, so Franti has been absolutely drawn into that, leaving a wide open net.
Hippochaya serve goes to Franti. Really good pass that allows Ogbogu to hit that.
Yeah, nice smooth in-system play. Carlini's running 2 players in front of her, and she's pretty far over to the right side too, so good work by her.
Nice dig from Hens. Carlini, Franti. Piana now gets it up. Ajaraporn goes off the hands, and Thailand back to within 2.
It's a tough swing for Ajaraporn. The ball's coming from basically behind her. That's not a perfect in-system set from her setter. That's coming from over her shoulder. So she has to see the ball's direction and see the court.
Drews takes a little off it. Pornpun right there. So Hataya sets. It's a double hit called by the referee.
Yeah, that's the right call for sure. There was a couple of questionable ones earlier on, but there was no question about that. Came out of her hands, really spinny.
Yeah, it even to the naked eye of those who don't watch the sport every day of their lives, it looked a little
squiffy.
a little off. USA's Ali Franti. Just a little too powerful, and then she kind of goes into the huddle and says, calm down, it's all good, we got this. That's what I'm thinking she's saying.
Yeah, you're probably right. I know that she's her own worst critic, so she's going to feel that more than anyone, but she's got to show that she's confident for the next point.
Comes the serve from Hataya. Drews, she uses the hands, and then she misses. No, it's on the line. It is called for USA, and there is a possible challenge coming.
Oh, there's definitely a player in the net, if not.
No challenge, actually. Substitution, I think, on the Thai side. But we're ready to play again. And it is a miss.
Very close indeed from Eli Parsons. We've seen so many of those so far. 9 service errors on the Thai side, 7 on the USA side.
Carlini, Drews is there, and she goes block out.
The chanting begins. Clever move by Drews to go over her shoulder, target the hands of the blockers who haven't turned completely back into the court, leaving themselves open.
And Drews takes the last moment instructions from Karai as to where to put the serve. Goes at the libero Pianat. What a dig from Hens. Free ball chance. Thailand blocked by Carlini. What a dig again from Hens. Bajima. Drews is just going to push it over. Pimpachaya misses long after a hard-fought effort from both teams.
Ooh, Carlini is sneaky sneaker. She gets up there to block and pulls her hands away at the last minute. I feel like she knew exactly what Thailand wanted to do. Haley Washington's like, I can't breathe. Working hard out there.
So as you can see, challenge called by Thailand. The play was called for USA. I believe they're calling ball in out here. And it is out. Is there more to it than a simple challenge? Is it more about a pause and
you
a
never
breath?
know, right? Coaches, they've got a lot up their sleeves, and taking a timeout or a challenge is just one of them.
Oh, Drews just gets it over. Pimpachaya, and it's out. And we're getting another challenge here. And if this is wrong, that's it for the Thai challenges.
So they want to see if there's a block touch. It didn't. Washington looked like she looked pretty convinced that she didn't touch it, but maybe she was trying to convince us. I didn't see it in real time.
So USA now truly trying to nurse this home. This set lead, a fourth. But a point here would be huge if Thailand can get it. They're all smiles either way. I mean, truly they are.
Yeah, and especially right now because they're looking at their own faces.
Ooh!
Oh, Washington, come on! Poker face if I've ever seen one. I was 100% convinced.
Twinkle, twinkle off the fingers. Yep. So it is a 3-point game. 19 serving 22 here in set number 3. Franti with a good pass. And then Washington can't finish on that play. Who knows? Might get another chance. And it's an overset, but Carlini can't finish it. Now she'll try to set it. And Washington finishes. Good luck trying to analyze that whole sequence.
Yeah, where do I begin, guys? Come on. So many awesome plays on both sides, but I like that Carlini gives it back to Washington again. She didn't have many choices because it's a tight ball. Great finish.
And USA's got set point here.
The backcourt block is what's been called. The setter is backcourt. She cannot put her hands up to try to block the ball. Got a little caught there.
Sasi Paparon coming into the game for Thailand. We've seen her make a contribution earlier. She gets a good pass, and it's over. This set is over anyway. USA comes on strong at the end and takes it 25-19 to force a fourth set.
Great finish from Washington. She read
So Thailand still in the driver's seat, but USA fighting back. Fourth set underway. USA in white, serving Thailand in black. Chachuan, the game's leading scorer. That's an easy dig for the US. Here comes Franti, USA's leading scorer in the match, and she is out.
That's something they talked about a lot in the timeouts. Swinging high and swinging deep. So you're going to get a couple misses now and then.
Chachuan, and then you get a miss there.
Yeah, USA let a little bit off the hook. But again, USA, you saw from those stats, doing a great job in the reception in set number 3.
Holly Franti trying to catch that line.
Yeah, targeting at Charaporn, but she got let off easy their time as well. There's Kelsey Robinson-Cook. Still not 100% sure what's going on with her, but we haven't seen her back on court for a couple of sets.
She's been wearing some sort of a ice or heat belt or something around her for a while.
Yeah, that's the Venom from Hyper Ice.
Huh.
Shout out sponsor. No, just kidding. That's it's a heat pack basically, an electrified heat pack. I know a lot of players in all sports use that.
Thad Tao, her team up by 2 here early on. Bajima, now the lead is 1 after that dynamite swing.
Oh, straight through the block. Really nicely done, finding the hole.
Agbagu's serve is an overpass. And what a save by Agbagu. Here's Bajima. And 3 U.S. players go for it, and it somehow drops anyway.
Ooh, how? Perfect choice by Haley Washington. She knows she can swing. Been a multitude of players just watching.
You can kind of tell on that replay that both Carlini and Franti were trying to call it. Pipachaya now serving for Thailand, and that is out barely.
Oh yeah, barely indeed. But it's a good choice by Bajima not to touch it.
Comes Annie Drews serving.
So 10 service errors. Now 11 for USA, 11 for Thailand as well. Only 2 aces apiece. Exactly the same in those stats.
Longarantes comes into set. Bajima. No, it goes out off the net. And timeout call USA, trying to find their rhythm back.
We should do better than this. Let's do that right now.
Let's go. USA. Our side. Take care of it. Let's go.
Sometimes it's not about strategy, is it? It's about effort.
And I'm not used to seeing Coach Cry lose his cool. Happens maybe once every couple of years, but I think he's exactly right. He knows his team can do better. They were pressed by the team from Thailand in the first couple of sets, but this is kind of all their errors so far.
6 serving 3 in set number 4. Here's Washington and USA on the backslide.
Oh yeah, much better swing. Washington taking a bit of the fire from Karai. I like that, nice and high and wide. She's on the way down, but she's waiting for the ball to get there so she can go line.
Kara Bajima thought she might have been able to drop that one in, but Bajima also plays in Turkey for Vakifbank, so certainly accustomed to high-level volleyball. Team that won the Champions League last year. Here's Franti, and there's no touch here.
Interesting, so here's the balance between wanting to hit high, but if the hands aren't there to hit off, it's kind of it's a dance, right, of waiting for the hands to be there, seeing them, and then hitting off them. But if the blockers don't put the hands up, that's when you can swing short.
And all that is happening in a span of a millisecond.
Yeah.
Pornpun sets Chachuan, and she adds to her point totals.
Again, that really fast, but the weighted set from Pornpun on the way down, hanging with the ball and then pushing it out, leaving the blockers totally high and dry on the other side.
9-4, Hataya. Drews, they get the dig. Pushed over by Ajaraport, and nice play by Carlini.
Clever.
I like how she shoved her chest out in celebration of that.
Oh, she had to, right? USA kind of needs to puff their chest out a little bit. They need more of that on their side. When the things do go their right, you got to over-celebrate.
The block there from Franti. Recycled by Thailand. A chance for the U.S. Carlini, Drews from the back row. Kept alive by Drews. Free ball chance for Thailand. Chachuan, easy pickup for Bajima. Another pickup for Bajima, and then pushed over by the setter, but kept alive by Thailand. Another try by Carlini. Now Washington and Bajima get it up to the front. Drews got a wild swing on it. What a rally. Drews again, blocked.
Oh, man.
Bajima sets, Franti finishes the rally.
How long was that rally? Wow. Incredible stuff by both teams. Neither team let anything up. Again, what do I even talk about on this rally? 50 seconds, almost an entire minute of squatting, jumping, setting, reacting. That is the best level of volleyball that you're going to see, ladies and gentlemen.
I am clapping for the first time at this competition. Just the effort was just outstanding, both teams. USA gets the block. Thailand comes back. It goes off Agbagu, and Thailand gets the point.
Man, Agbagu normally is so good at redirecting the ball back into the court. I mean, she's used to seeing the highest level. Like you said, she plays in Turkey, she plays in back-to-back.
This is the setter, Pornpun for Thailand. Franti with a good pass. Here's Drews, and what a dig. But the block is too good from Agbagu.
Man, that dig from Thailand. Nothing is hitting the floor on the Thai side, but there's the block from Agbagu. We're used to seeing that she has enough time to really form the block she wants. She is dangerous.
6 serving 10 with Lauren Carlini serving. Pornpun kept alive, and hence almost pulled it back up.
Thailand getting some pretty good breaks here in through the block of the USA. Agbagu then having to reach and keep it alive, which she does a good job of, but her team is so far behind her that no one is close enough to get that second touch.
Karsh Karai talked about simple side outs. Let's see if USA can execute one here with Chachuan Moksri serving. Nope, not simple. Bajima bumps it up to the, or at least Wongarantes bumps it up. Kept alive by Thailand. Went off of the head of one of the players. Bajima sets Franti, and USA rescues the point.
Nice team play again. Carlini bringing it back in. Bajima with the side set, and Franti seeing that space open down the line, goes over her shoulder, turns her whole body, in fact, down that line.
The block there from Bajima, recycled by Thailand. Hens gets the dig. Franti bumps it to the net, but tried for a bit too much, maybe.
Yeah, tough set there coming from Francie, and Bajima can't really do anything but just throw her arms up and try to block it. It's up on the other side.
Sarah Parsons now coming in to replace Francie at outside hitter. Usually it's just a service move, but this is a switch. Into the middle of Bogu. Boom.
Ooh, that one felt good if you're a USA fan. Nice ball in from Wongarantis perfectly to Carlini. She can use the height and the speed to beat the block.
Gotta be tough for Karshkarai to see these service errors with his team down in this fourth set.
Yeah, the thing is, it's so tough when you're in that serving position. You just need to force the other team into a difficult spot. That's why they're taking so much risk.
Good pass from Bajima, then she gets rewarded with a swing. Kept alive. And point Thailand.
Sharaporn doing such a good job of reading the block there. Washington's a little bit off with her inside arm. Thailand can capitalize on it. Timeout called by them.
Ball up in the air, take a good high edge swing in transition.
Virtue there chatting specifically with the setters, talking about who's following, if the blockers on the side of Thailand are following Haley Washington in her patterns.
Service miss from Pimpachaya, so USA will try to take advantage of this and bring the tournament's top ace getter to the baseline. This is Annie Drews, ready to serve on Coach Dene's team. What a finish from Ajaraporn.
And that's exactly it. So Drews takes something off of her serve. That's not her best serve, but she knows there have been a lot of missed serves ahead of her. But then the advantage Thailand has is they can run that offense. They can give that speed, and Ajaraporn can do what she wants on the outside.
Carlini back set Washington and drops it down off the blocker. Always have to be hard.
Yeah, exactly. And there's the conversation exactly that we were having, or that Erin Virtue was having with her setter is, hey, you're not following Washington back behind. You can use that fast ball.
Ooh. And then Washington taps the ball down. And now we're getting a challenge, potentially, from Thailand.
So I think that the refs didn't think there was a touch from Washington, and they've called
so Pornquan, the captain, goes and talks to the referee, but we couldn't hear that conversation, at least I couldn't. Kara Bajima now back underway, no challenge. And it's gonna drop. No, it's not. It was kept alive. Morgan Hens is really good. And so is Annie Drews. And now they're saying it's a point Thailand. And might be a USA challenge? No.
So they're thinking there was a touch in the defense. That ball might have even been down there, that ball, but it wasn't challenged at the time. Man, some scrappiness on both sides, but things coming up for Thailand.
No challenge. Hataya to serve. And wait, we do have a delay here. Second referee, Grass, talking with Pornpun, ready to go now. 4-point lead, Thailand. Carlini, Parsons. Here's Pimpachaya, the dig from Drews. Wongarantes sets Will Height Parsons. Now Carlini sets Washington. That works again.
Yeah, I like that they're forcing that. That's not a perfect situation to use the middle. Carlini's taking a couple steps forward and off the net, but still she knows what's working and she wants to keep feeding the hot hitter and also keep the blockers disciplined on the Thai side, keep them guessing.
USA keeps the ball alive. Carlini sets Will Height Parsons. Pornpun blocked, or at least the attacker blocked. Carlini flips it over, but the libero waiting there, and it's hammered down by Pimpachaya.
Piana reading that so well, that ball that came, she's been all over the floor, in fact, but then watch this ball, it's coming over fast, but Piana just in the right place because she happened to make that defense before, ends up with no blocker on the right-hand side. Thailand running away with it here.
There's the 29-year-old setter, Pornpun Guitpard, who's so good. And it falls on the Thailand side, despite their best efforts.
Yeah, clever from Drews to slow it down, catching the blockers on the way down. That's something, a tactic that was used pretty often. It's not necessarily a hard-driven ball every time. It's just finding a bit of timing in the air.
Lauren Carlini to serve. Her team down by 3. Pornpun gets it to Pimpachaya, and that's going to drop.
Again, Pornpun pushing it with some speed. Pimpachaya out there making something out of nothing every single time.
Coutinho now in the game for USA. Carlini sets it to Ogbogu, and she crushes it.
Very nice indeed. That's the play USA feels really good about. So Ogbogu's coming flying in, using all of her speed and height. The blockers are there, but she's crushing past them with her momentum.
Right now, Ogbogu, while Wongarantes just comes back in. Ogbogu, the only member of the starting 6 who is out on the floor for the U.S. They have really been using the bench in this game. Tatao serves. Will Height Parsons, a great up, and then Ogbogu delivers.
8 points for her, all 8 from attack. Again, that run around, and this time a totally different direction. So she's aiming towards the middle of the blockers this time, rather than past the middle blocker, keeping them guessing on her direction.
USA trying to cut into this lead, and Bajima, with that height advantage, slams it down.
Oh yeah, great serve. Again, credit to the server. Anytime you get that overpass, Bajima's ready though. She's waiting for it, and she's disciplined to push it to the other side of the court where there's no one defending. Timeout called. Thailand.
บอลต้องควบคุมถ้าเรากลัวมันจะสิ่งที่สำคัญที่สุดเรานึกถึงทักษะบอลในนะแล้วทุกคนจะช่วยกันนะครับพอตัดสินใจไปโอเคนะน้ำนี้ต้องเปลี่ยนมา
And a count can't translate that for you, but I'm looking at the stats here. USA has 7 blocks, but 17 errors in the block, meaning that 17 times that Thailand has been able to get up and use the blockers to their advantage, whether that be through the hands, off the hands and out, or dribble down, something that USA can do a better job of.
The Americans force a 5th set, down by a couple points here. Pornpun sets Ajera Porn, and USA's within 1. Coutinho stoked.
Oh yeah, much better block that time. Exactly the point I was making, is a good serve, leading to some good decisions in the blockers, and pressing over by Coutinho, taking away the space that Sharaporn wants to swing into.
And the service missed long this time. I think you like that one better than the one in the net. But still.
Likes it better, but it's so many errors. 15 service errors by the USA, only 2 aces. So they just, that ratio is way off for where they'd like it to be.
Pipachaya brings the ball into play. Her team up by 2. Can USA cut it? Yes, Bajima block out.
Good conversation by USA. I think I heard the entire team, including the bench, screaming, "Out!" after that came off the hand.
Coutinho having a little trouble bouncing the ball. Now she's got it. Sends it into play.
Oh.
Chance for the U.S. to tie the game. Dug by Thailand. Pornpun across for Ajera Porn. That's out. And Thailand's calling. Actually, they're getting the touch call. And is USA challenging? No.
Great job to keep it alive. I mean, the run down there. We've talked about from the very first point, Thailand making it so hard for USA to score.
Carlini sets Bajima, and again, block out. Kara Bajima, her 11th point of the match.
She's doing a great job now of targeting the hands of Hataya. Look how she waits and swings when Hataya's on the way down.
Not overpass. Nicely salvaged by Pornpun.
Even when things look dire for the Thai team, like that ball really tight for Pornpun to try and set that, but she does a great job, keeps it out of the net, and that line shot wide open.
2-point lead, Thailand, late in the 4th set. Washington goes block out, so that play is working so well.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and it's 2 different middles, right? Bogu, that ball in front of the setter, she's getting that ball often, and now Washington, that slide behind, that's her bread and butter. She loves that, and she has a one-on-one there to use it.
Now serving Washington, and she can't believe she missed that.
Thailand can, though.
This would be huge for the Thai program. When did you say it was? Something like 9 years ago, or 2009?
2009, the last time they won in the World Grand Prix, and that was a 5-setter.
Carlini doing a nice job. Going to create a chance for the U.S. Agbagu dug this time. And sent deep by Carlini. She looks at her teammates like, woo, yeah.
Oh, man, they are not breathing, I think, on that side. Everything looks so tense, kind of feels tense, because they're putting a lot of pressure on this set, but that's clever, clear-minded action by Carlini. This serve has to go in.
And it does. Pipachaya, that is point USA, and we are tied. Timeout call, Thailand. Wow.
Whew, tension is thick out there.
Yes. If you've just joined us, where you been, first of all? Thailand won the first 2 sets. USA won the third, and Thailand is now with match point here in the 4th set. USA needs a side out to extend the game. Chachuan serving for the match. The 22-year-old. Carlini sets Coutinho! And we're tied again. It's not over yet.
Love that confidence from Carlini to send it out to Coutinho. High ball really well. That's a cool shot in the glasses. That's a Thai fan. I've seen him at a few different tournaments. He loves his team.
Sarah Parsons' serve is in, but that is 2 from Pimpachaya, and it's match point again for Thailand.
Pornpot choosing so well. Look how far in Bajima is, and she's jumping, so she's been completely baited by Pornpot to get a 0 block behind.
Fatau, who's also had a big game, serving for Thailand. Bajima, Carlini, Coutinho, Ogbogu, and we're tied again.
Man, Carlini, fantastic fish out of the net. One arm dish up to the middle blocker. Thai fans are really feeling it.
Set 4, 25-25. Ogbogu again needs a good solid serve. The pickup is there from Carlini. Can USA get set point? Oh, no, because of the scramble. Can they try again? Yeah, it's a... Yes, it is set point USA, but it's going to be challenged by Coach Denai in Thailand.
So Thailand saying no touch, again making that signal very clear to their coach. Two-handed wave, no touch.
They're challenging in out here, is what they're challenging.
Interesting, because I thought it was a touch called. You're right, they are challenging it out.
Yeah, well, good try, Coach. Not a bad effort. But look at
I'd like
this.
to see it again, though.
Oh. Pina, she is an all-star libero, if ever there was one.
Yeah, she definitely is. She's been keeping everything alive.
Ogbogu, USA, trying to force a 5th set. Kept alive. Here's Carlini. Here's Coutinho with a touch, and it's down, and we're going the distance. USA fighting back, 27-25.
Oh, the guts that it takes from Coutinho to tip that ball. Wow, I can't even breathe. I'm on the edge of my seat.
She's added a nice element coming in here. Coutinho, it's a couple of points down the stretch. USA faces a couple of match points. Let's remember that in the 5th set. And let's see if they can improve their serving. It was tentative at best. Coin toss.
Have a look at the attacks here. 20 attacks to 10 for USA. 2 blocks to 1, no aces in that set for anyone, but USA having to work so hard for every single point. Washington tied up for top scorer. I love that for a middle blocker. 13 points for her. She's been huge so far in this match. Chachuan and Pimpachai on the other side are the 2 big point scorers, but again, they're so hard to stop because of that speed of offense. They run it so fast, so even the likes of Ogbogu and Washington, who are elite, top-class middle blockers, they're struggling to get out to the pin to close the blocking time.
Yeah, this is this is taking on all kinds of different lines, this match.
You're on a roller coaster of emotion, no matter which team you're rooting for. Yeah, but that's what you expect, right? World Championships. We haven't even seen a World Championships in 4 years. because of you-know-who. So this is exactly what we want when we come out to watch volleyball. I really like what Carlini's done too. So she came in off the bench and she's been starting the last couple of sets, but she adds that element of fire, right? Those couple of pushed balls to the deep, using her middle really well. She's such a competitor, such a fighter, and she's so fun to watch. Here's a look at the serve placement from Thailand. They're targeting the outside here. The majority of the balls going in at 47% on the left side. I think this is throughout the whole match. And the outside hitter is usually in that position. Scrappy there for a while. Here's what USA has been doing. 50% going straight down the middle. That might have something to do with why they've been able to run the offense they want more often than not.
This is USA's first 5-set match that's gone the distance of the tournament. It is Thailand's third, and they won the first two. They beat Turkey in Arnhem, and they beat Dominican Republic in Gdansk. So third 5-setter for Thailand, third different city.
And that's exactly what they do, right? They out-hustle teams so that they make them really, really frustrated to try and score points. And they're the kind of team that looks like they have the energy. I'm looking at them out on the floor. I feel as though they could play another entire 5-set match after this and be totally fine.
Meanwhile, USA has changed much of its starting lineup. So on the floor for the U.S., Bajima, Coutinho, Will Hyde-Parsons all did not start the match. And we are underway, 5th and final set. USA receiving in white and Thailand in black. And Wangarates trying to track this down. Can Coutinho do it? She would have had to hurdle the advertising sign there.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of hurdling in women's volleyball. The men do it really well. They do it often, but that's a tough shot. Great touch. Get on that.
Well, you got to think about your safety too, right? Like
oh, yeah. You never know what's hiding, lurking behind that thing.
What's hiding, exactly. Remember, we go to 15. It's a sprint here in the 5th set. Carlini sets middle, Ogbogu, picked up by Thailand. USA now with the block. Bumped by Coutinho and hammered down by USA.
I'm looking at the faces of USA, and they've finally kind of come to grips with the fact that they're going to have to scramble every single point, and it's not going to be easy. None of the points are going to be handed to them.
No, not in this match, not against this team. Back row, off hands. Hens sets it for Bajima, and it's point Thailand.
Like that decision by Bajima. She's doing what she knows she should do, and that's swing deep down the line, really towards the end line, but just missing by a couple of fingers.
This is Hataya. Into the middle, kicked up. Pornpun bumps it over. Free ball chance for the U.S. And that is finished by Coutinho.
I gotta just pick my jaw up off the ground for a second, because how that ball got kept alive. There it is, the kick from Ogbogu's attack. Coutinho finally able to finish it, but man, you never want to turn around too quick, because these balls look like they're down, and they are definitely not.
2-2 tie in sets, 2-2 tie in the game here in the 5th set. Ogbogu's serve is a good one, but they're going to attack from the back row with Ajaraporn.
That's a great setting choice by Pornpun. Oh, it's not even Pornpun, so excuse me, but they haven't used the pipe often. So Ajaraporn back there ready and waiting, and Haley Washington apologizing to her teammates, but she was nowhere to be seen.
And then she comes right back, and she's everywhere to be seen.
That's right. ball in there from Parsons.
Danielle Coutinho serving, playing professionally in Japan. And that's going to drop off the block. Scrappy, Scrappy.
So scrappy, and we're seeing a few more balls landing in, serves landing in. I wonder if that was a conversation in the USA bench, timeout, or during the in-between sets. Make sure you nail those serves.
Good job by Carlini on the joust.
Yeah, again, often we underestimate setters because we think, oh, she'll be the shorter one, but she is the stronger one. Think how strong you have to be to have the shoulders to push a set every single time.
Nice set from Pornpun, kept alive by the US. Carlini back to Washington, right through the hole.
Again, Carlini using her middle blocker over and over and over in the offense. Can't help but think it was just a miscommunication. It would have been kept up.
The block is there from Carlini. She's got her name all over this game.
Nicely done by Carlini. That could be a huge point and turning point for the USA.
บอลอย่างเงี้ยเบอร์7อย่างเงี้ยนะเพราะว่ามันเคลื่อนตามเราเลยมันอ่านเคลื่อนตามฉะนั้นบีมลายถูกไหมแนนอะไรซ้ายเดียวไหม
6-4 USA here in the 5th set. Karabajima's serve is a good one. And so is that dig from Coutinho. Another chance. Pornpun sets Pimpachaya, and she slams it down.
Thailand so bold to continue playing their game and running their offense despite a lot of good work on the USA side. Really Washington pretty frustrated there.
And Carlini calls her own number, and it's the right call.
It's tough to come in as a second, quote-unquote, second setter on any team, but Carlini's done such a good job running the offense, being aggressive, being offensive in those moments to just throw the ball somewhere.
This is Pimpachaya. The dig is there from Bajima. USA out of system. Coutinho just sends it over barely. Pornpun back set. Pimpachaya blocked by Parsons. Maybe Ogbogu got there.
Nicely done. That ball was barely over the net, but Parsons ready and waiting and pressing over. Huge block for USA.
First to hit 8 points. Lead by 3. They switch sides here in the sprint to 15. Whew.
Yeah, if you're USA, you're feeling good, but you don't want to get too comfortable at any moment. Because this Thai team are so sneaky.
So Washington's serve picked up by Ajaraporn. Now she swings, and she does so with some real spice.
I like that USA is making their serve. That may not be Washington's best serve, but she's making Thailand play. Again, they're going to get in the rhythm. They're going to get chances to swing early underneath Ogbogu, but at least they're being forced to play.
Here's Parsons blocked. Here's Coutinho, picked up by Thailand. Out of system, Ajaraporn blocked by Carlini and Ogbogu.
Really clever from USA. First ball to Parsons, she didn't like it, she tipped into the block. They recycle, they go again. Coutinho with a tip, not gonna be in straight into the block. And finally, they get a chance to set up their defense, and Akwagu does exactly what she does best. Left arm strong, boom.
3-point lead, Carlini serving. Another block for the U.S.
Things are looking much better if you're USA. Off the net is Thailand, trying to force something, but Parsons, low and disciplined, forcing a timeout from Thailand.
เราไปเล่นหนูเรากลัวที่ไม่กล้าเล่นน่ะมันก็เลยไปเล่นแบบนี้เฮ้ยเราไม่กล้าเสียก็เล่นดีค่อยๆไปเฮ้ยโลนี้19โลต่อไป
Just joined us. Wow, USA has fought back from a 2-0 deficit, faced match point in the 4th set, won it, and now lead by 4 in the 5th set. Carlini serving. Oh, now she gets the dig, and net touch, I think, here.
I think net touch called on Akwagu. I was already really impressed by that dig to keep it up. She's a little frustrated herself. That'll happen. Players at the net trying to be really impactful.
Real height. Parsons with a sneaky little tip.
Very, very clever. See how deep Pianot is. So Parsons not trying to do anything too much, just right over the block.
USA up by 4 and 4 away from a match win. And that deflects off the block and down on the USA side. Now we know that Thailand's not going to quit until the final point.
100%. They are not going anywhere until you force them out.
Khataya. Bajima with a good pass. Here's Coutinho! Wow!
Man, she gets up. A lot of line left over, but again, credit to Carlini. She's forced that one-on-one behind her. 2 meters and 94. Wow.
Impressive. Good dig there from Carlini. So Washington sets and Coutinho misses long. Interesting. To set and serve is Nathanika. Place of Pornpun. USA tries the slide play, picked up by Thailand. Chachuan, covered by Wongarantes. Bajima, dug by Thailand. Chachuan drops it off the block and down.
Oh, what a great up. Again, off the net is Chachuan, so she's not trying to swing her hardest. She's just utilizing the fact that Washington is on her way down in the block.
Again, Nathanika about to serve, and then a timeout called. 2-point lead, USA.
That's a really nice work. Sorry. Call it early, but call it often. Like in and out. Or ready.
I'll take. You got it. Trust your eyes. USA. Here we go. Let's get 13 right here.
All right, here we we go. Last stretch, maybe.
It feels like there's a lot at stake. It feels like there's a lot on the line, but really, it's already decided who's going forward.
Nathanika, and so the icing of the server seemed to have worked. USA has 13. Cornpun coming back in for Thailand. Setting from the back row. Tao is up in the front. She's got 4 block points already. Does she have another one in her? And that is another point, Thailand. They are not packing it in yet, as we knew they wouldn't.
Yeah, again, utilizing that little bit of split second of lateness from Washington. And I say that knowing exactly how hard it is to get there, but that's exactly what Thailand are doing. They're using their speed.
Chachuan serve. Carlini's back set, picked up. Patino, Carlini, Bajima into the net, and we've got a 1-point game.
Wow.
USA calling a timeout here. Their lead cut to 1.
Really nice passing. Really ball. It's in the air a long time. Good, good, good. It may be out.
USA fought in the 4th set against match point. And they are trying to get match point here with a side out. Chachuan picks up the ball. She's got 18 points in the match already. Carlini sets Bajima. The dig is there. The attack from Pimpachaya. We're tied at 13. Of course we are.
Of course we are. I cannot even expect anything different. This Thai team has played with so much heart and grit and hustle and joy, and they're just proving that the only thing that matters to them is their team.
13 all. Longarantes into set. Bajima, and nobody catching up to that. USA does have match point. Now they have to try to do it with serve. Bajima. Overpass! And it's over! USA has scrambled back to win it in 5 sets. 15-13 in the 5th.
Oh my goodness. What a change of events. And when I was talking to Coach between the 2nd and 3rd set, he looked like he knew